gems, podcast land, glamour, elegance, money, and sex, and not necessarily in that order. Woo, woo. So today I'd like to talk to you about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. Which I have been working on for, golly, since last April. Let's go back February. Oops. Wow. About 9-10 months. And it is raising awareness for the issue of human trafficking on the planet. Okay. So I started out, I was like, what would I like to contribute to my own city? And when I found out that Houston is the #1 hub for human trafficking in all of the United States, I went, okay, well, let's see what I can do about it. Well, what do I know? What can I do? And so I kind of did this ready, fire, aim thing, right? I was like, how hard can a fundraiser be, right? So I'll just call a bunch of friends of mine. I had an art gallery for 6 years, and I'll just ask them, will you donate a piece? And that went really easy. Then I'll just call, a bunch of people I know and ask them to buy tickets and bring their friends. Well, that was sort of not as easy. That was actually a little more challenging. And yet I ended up with like 13 people on my host committee. So that's really cool. And like 10, at least 10, maybe over 10 right now. I don't have the list in front of me, galleries. And so the energy's moving. So we have a save the date. The energy's moving. And so what I found out is that if I focused on what wasn't happening, the energy stopped. If I kept focusing on, wow, this is great, now what else? The energy kept moving. I wonder if that relates to anything in your life. Isn't it weird how when we keep looking at what we're doing well and asking for more, the energy keeps rolling forward. When we stop, question, judge, and are like, oh no, we've only raised or we haven't, then the energy dies. So I have had this amazing, wonderful, joyous roller coaster for the past 10 months. And I am happy to say that I have basically kept myself on the going forward. How does it get any better than this? Now, sadly, not a lot of people I know are interested in living in that sort of energetic modality or modem or modus operandum or whatever you want to call it. So I am also daily having to keep myself in the energy of what else is possible, okay? So this has to be where I vibrate, where I live from, and what I am being. And then I have to be an allowance and deal with people who are naysayers. No, 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 nay. No, 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 nay. Oh my gosh. Is there a reason there's so many naysayers around? I ask you. I have a friend. I saw my creative producer this time. She told me I had 5 minutes left. I actually noticed this time. I have a friend who said that he would not even be in business. He would not be where he is today. And he has a business that brings in, I guess, at least $10 million a year or more, probably. And he's in over 170 countries. If he had listened to people, like really the first 10, even more years of him starting this business, maybe even 15, because he's been in business like almost 30 years. And he said, if I had listened to them, every single person told me I couldn't do what I thought, what I wanted to do. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't work. Impossible. Like, OMG. So today, if you're in a position where the people surrounding you are saying, you can't do that, it's impossible, just say, thank you very much for sharing. Or if you want to shoot them the bird, that's cool too, whatever works for you. Thank you very much for sharing and showing me how much you care about me, and bye. And be willing to let that go. Let that either roll off you like water off a duck's back, or let it go through your molecular structure and not stick to your molecular structure. What if everything everybody else said about you wasn't true? What if they're just jealous? Oh, did you ever think about that one? If you're doing something and you're attempting to create a change, a more conscious scenario, assist and contribute to a nonprofit that's doing something great, or if you're working on a way to assist the earth in becoming more sustainable, whatever you're doing that has something to do with creating a greater world, a greater future beyond you, don't listen to naysayers. Because if you do, they will stop you. So I just want to encourage you. And so like today, to date, so my event is in 3 weeks. It's super cool. It's actually, there's a website, www.october252018.com. Haha, tricky. I made the website the date of the event. Let me tell you, this is rocket science here. Let me just say. So if you're interested in knowing about it and you're anywhere in Texas, please, or anywhere in the world and you want to fly in, just write me. That's cool too. Actually, I'm working on getting a hotel sponsor. What would it take to get a hotel sponsor today, this week? That would be like, wow, a dream come true. So I have been literally calling people and asking them to sponsor. So it's something you just have to be willing to be annoying. Have you ever been willing to be annoying? Everything doesn't allow you to be willing to be annoying. Oh, it's sort of like all-knowing. Oh, I wonder if there's a problem there too. Okay, well, anyway, destroy and then create that with the point of creation, the point of destruction, the Asian superheroes. You can just pocket pot all that stuff. Slate clean, go forward. Okay, who do I need to call today that's willing to donate money right away? And this is what I'm living in, this energy of what else is possible, what else is possible. When I came out of my morning gratitude meditations at 7 a.m. this morning, I must have texted like 400 people. No, maybe I exaggerate. Maybe more like 40. But anyway, I was texting a lot of people. It seemed like 400. And I went back on my text, like in my own phone, and I looked through to see who I mixed. I think I've sent emails and invites to like over 400 people in the past 3 days, and what else is possible. And I'm having to ask people, hey, do you know anyone who would like to be a part of this movement? Do you know anyone who would like to donate? Do you know anyone who'd like to buy a ticket? Or do you know any corporate sponsors? This is like my call out to the universe. And I just am refusing to look behind. I'm so excited. I've raised over $30,000 and I've sold, I think as of today, almost 30 tickets. And what else is possible? My target would be to sell at least 100 tickets. What would that take? Or more. And have a great celebration, have a fun party, and make a change in the world. And like my logo is Art Creates Change, because these amazing artists, these 10 friends of mine, have just stepped up to the plate, donated their art, museum quality art. So we're having an art auction. And a friend of mine who is a songwriter, actually he's an award-winning songwriter in Nashville, is bringing his band down. We're going to have a dance party, and we're going to create change for this city. And how many people would like to join? So, that's when I say ready, fire, aim. I just went, oh, I can do this. And then I'm like, there've been a few days when I'm like, ooh, I wonder what I can do today. Wonder what's happening today. Oh my, wow. Did I bite off a little bit more than I can chew? Oh yeah, some days I did, absolutely. And I did come to realize that you really need more than 2 people to create this, because I think we've done an excellent job, and it probably would have been really great to have 5 people working on this, and making phone calls. Might not have had to stay up till midnight so many nights in a row, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been a super learning experience. And you know what? If you don't try something new, then how do you know what you can do? For me, I just had to start something new. I had to try and see what I could do. What could I contribute to my community? What could I do? And it's a beginning. So there you go. Don't be afraid of beginning something. Oh my gosh. We just had this talk, didn't we? My creative producer and I just had a talk about don't be afraid to begin. Don't be afraid to be a beginner. wow, everywhere you have been afraid to be a beginner or to admit that you don't know something, would you be willing to change 10% of that right now? Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, pocket and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. You can do that for yourself anytime. You can just be willing to be a beginner. Be willing to start something new and not judge yourself. What would that be like? What kind of change would that create in your life? It's changing my life. I hope it's changing your life. And I hope you enjoy these podcasts. And if you're in Houston, if you're in Texas, or if you're interested at all, please, please, please go to the website and contact me. We'd love to invite you to join the movement. All righty.